Hello there, my darling dragon friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we are going to be taking a sniff and a review of the new fragrance from Moroccanoil. This is Lorigal, and it is the fragrance that they made based on the scent of their Moroccanoil hair products. So they are not necessarily a perfume house, but they are a hair product house that has created a perfume because they had so many people saying that they loved the scent of their, products, and it's the scent that I guess they use in all of their products. Everything I've ever used had that fragrance to it. So here we go. I love the bottle. It's a very simplistic, very clean, nice clean lines, nice glass bottle. Has this really pretty deep blue teal metal stopper top. So we're going to go ahead and sniff this while we talk about it. Let's get a little spray on here. Comes out very lemony to me. So this was just released not too long ago. Top notes are violet, camellia, and citrus. Now at the top, I'm definitely smelling the citrus first. That one really comes out very strong. The middle notes are woodsy notes, lily of the valley and vanilla, base notes of musk, amber, and white sandalwood on this. So as we let this dry down, we'll just discuss it a little bit. This is definitely formulated for men and women. It is, it could range anywhere from masculine to feminine. It's a really great fragrance for that. That's a big reason why I went ahead and got a big bottle of it. I smelled this over at a Sephora, and I thought that is such a nice scent. It is, to me, one of those fragrances that works so well with the whole summer, beachy, vacation vibes, without being the typical beachy notes. Doesn't have coconut, doesn't have anything really necessarily tropical in it. I like it because I'm not a big fan of the salty coconut aquatic kind of fragrances. They're really pretty, but I'm not crazy about them. I think about the Alien Goddess, the Mugler Alien Goddess, that has a lot of that. Maison Margiela's Beach Walk has a lot of that fragrance to it. And I like it, but it just doesn't quite somehow sit on my chemistry that well. So I really love something like this that brings a little bit of that summery sort of, vibe without adding those kind of typical aquatic or coconut or sea salt notes, which is a really nice quality to this. So the lemony, citrusy smell, definitely very strong in the top. But I know that once this starts to dry down, you really do start to get more of the other notes in it. The only real issue that I have with this fragrance at all is that it just doesn't last as long as I would like it to. It does kind of fade away. It feels more like an eau de toilette strength rather than an eau de parfum strength. That's just me. I do have a little bottle as well of the hair oil that it's based on. So I'm going to smell this just for the heck of it. Just because I'm just going to rub a little bit of it on my wrist and see, because it's interesting. A lot of the gal that I talked to, the employee at Sephora, we were talking about the scent, and she said that a lot of people have told her it smells too much like hair products or a hair salon, or walking into a hair salon where people are getting perms and stuff. And I said, well, I worked in a hair salon for 3 years, and it's not really, I can understand why people would pick that up, because it has just a little of that quality to it, that sort of hair salon quality, but at the same time, not enough for me to say, no, it smells too much like a hair place. It really is its very own thing. Now the hair oil, compared to it's very soft. I should have smelled this first almost. See this, the difference that I think people are getting, and a big reason that people may not like the perfume versus the hair oil scent, if they were really looking for that exactly, is that the hair oil doesn't have that big citrus overtone when it comes out. I would say that the hair oil is much more more vanilla, more amber than the perfume. I think for the perfume, they really ramped up the notes. They wanted to make it a little bit more fully rounded out, so they gave it more of a top and more of a middle. But honestly, the hair oil to me is more, it's more the base notes. Yeah. It's more vanillic, it's a little bit more ambery, a little tiny touch woodsy, musky, but it doesn't have a whole lot of citrus or floral, which the perfume definitely does. And I like the camellia in the very top because camellia to me has a little, it's a floral, but it has a little bit of that green, herbaceous, slightly citric quality to it. So it's really nice that they added that in there. I love violet in most fragrances, and so I love the touch of violet. Just gives it a little bit of powderiness. Really throughout the wear, I would say that the violet is actually something that sticks around a little longer as this dries down. And really once the citrusy, lemony scent of it, that brighter tone dries down, you really do end up more with the way that the hair oil actually smells. It becomes a little more mellow, a little softer. You get that nice, you know, kind of vanillic, ambery, you know, warm, musky, woodsy scent that I think is really more what people are looking for. There is a little bit of lily of the valley in the middle, which you can definitely smell just a touch, but it's not overwhelming. For me, lily of the valley is one of those notes that can become very cloying very easily if you put either too much or the wrong, you know, type of it in there. So I'm glad that this does not have that quality. This is an easy one to wear. The only thing, like I said, is you might want to have like, make yourself a little, you know, bottle on the side. I always have little, I buy these little guys, you know, just the little refillable, you know, glass bottles that you can put your perfume in and just spray a little bit of it in there if you want to take it as, you know, a trip or just to refresh your fragrance. Because this one definitely just, it doesn't last long enough for my taste. I wish it did, because then it would be like a 10 for me. But I would say this is perfect really for anyone. This is very, very beautifully gender fluid. It's like the only time that you may not wear it as much is honestly in the cold months, mostly because it just isn't going to last as long, you know, in the cold. It's not going to project as strong. In the warm months, this is kind of like perfect. It's a great alternative beachy, summery smell for people that don't want something that's, like I said, salty, coconutty, aquatic, the typical things that, you know, a lot of perfumers associate with summer. The other thing about this one is I could not find who created this fragrance. I don't know who the nose behind this perfume is. I looked at their official site, looked at Fragrantica. I will include those links to this perfume in the information box. But yeah, it's really beautiful. I love it. This is a very, very nice summer scent that anyone could wear. Depending on your chemistry, it may last longer on you. My body chemistry tends to eat up, just absorb certain fragrances, and I think we're all like that. It just depends on what it is and who we are. But I really did enjoy this to the point that I went ahead and bought the big bottle because I was like, you know what, doesn't last quite long enough, but I really do like it. And it is, you know, kind of like one of my summer scents at this point because I don't have a ton that I'm like, this is specifically summer, right? But this one really is. This one is a specific kind of summery scent for me because most summer scents I get don't really work for me that way, and this one really does. So give it a try. Let me know if you have tried it yet, what you think about it. Does it smell like a hair salon? It does a little bit. You know, does just a little bit. Definitely has a little bit of that touch. I can't quite explain it, but it but it does. I mean, it makes sense because it came from a hair product. But let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, and if there's any perfumes that you would like me to check out or try in the future. Please do post those below as well, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.